What is up? It's the Cheddar Cheese Podcast with
And I'm here now. I'm
yay,
here.
yay, we have an actual episode. This is gonna
Yeah,
be crazy.
I'm Jeff. I'm Rat. I am
You
the
are
rat.
the rat,
Yes.
and I am the dog. Rhett and
Yeah.
Jeffrey. Oh man, this is gonna be so silly.
Well,
Alright.
okay. So I'll start us off. I'll start it off. Okay. What's the deal with airline food?
Where
So what's the
Oh
deal?
my goodness. I don't know what the deal is, bro.
Uh,
Did you
well,
just
yeah.
did you
That's
just
about
search
all I
it?
got. No, that was just in my head. Okay, so I don't know what to talk about.
Funny, I'm searching it right now. Funny podcast topics. Oh, that's topics.
Hot topics? Oh,
101 podcast topics. Funny
yeah.
podcast topics.
Oh yeah. We gotta be funny.
Okay. The worst pickup lines in history. The worst advice ever given.
Oh wait. What is something you can say uh in bed and before you get married?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I have no idea.
Okay. That's all I had.
All right. Embarrassing moments you wish you could forget. Ooh, confession
Oh,
time.
okay. Ready? I'll tell you. So,
uh,
uh, in elementary school, I we were it was like this PE class, and we're all sitting in a circle, and I'm sitting down, and this kid is standing up, and the teacher won't like do anything because he's not sitting down. So I'll sit down, and I grab his hips, and I try to pull him down. Oh, by the way, this was on pajama day at school, right? So I grab his hips, I pull him down. Um, I grabbed his pants. He wasn't wearing underwear.
oh
That's all I gotta say.
no. That's crazy. Oh, oh my. I, I.
And I was behind him, so I'm
Oh.
just like showed it to everybody. So
Sweet. uh, well, oh my goodness, there's a lot.
there's 101. It's kind of what the website said, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, when I was like 7, 6 maybe, we went camping, and I, I, I was wearing my favorite cowboy boots, and we were packing up to leave, right? And like I tell my dad I need to go to the bathroom, and he says wait until we're done packing up, and I'm like I can't wait, and down goes my leg, this clump, into my favorite boots, and we had to throw out my boots, and it was pretty sad.
Imagine.
uh, uh, what was that? That was loud.
It's my ass.
Uh, oh, let's see another one. That's pretty loud, buddy. ASMR.
Okay, you ready? ASMR.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to take my headphones off. Uh, uh,
Honestly, just turn me down. No.
can you be any louder?
The microphone is just really sensitive. Okay. So am I.
Let's see. This website, that was probably the only good one on this whole website. All the other ones are just funny pickup lines.
Are you a microwave? Because I know buttons to turn you on. Wait, didn't I already make one? Yeah, I did. Aha, I'm stupid. But we already knew that.
I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and we're gonna ask it some silly questions. What do I ask it first? Oh, let's ask it to write us a story. Or write us a funny podcast. And then we'll read off that.
Funny enough.
Yeah, we write a funny podcast about
Penises. Wait.
Weird confessions. See if it's...
How about weird fetishes? No, weird fetishes. No.
Welcome to the podcast, to the Weird Confessions podcast, where we dive deep into bizarre and hilarious
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Sorry.
Confessions. Our listeners, I'm your host, Chuckles McGee.
Your new name, Chuckles McGee.
Chuckles. And today we have some doozies. First, we have a confession by Bob in Kansas. Bob writes, I once convinced my coworker that I was a vampire.
Yeah, I want to be Bob.
Alright.
I once convinced my coworker that I was a vampire. I would come into work wearing sunglasses and carry around a bottle of blood that was just cranberry juice. They believed me for weeks until I finally had to come clean.
Bob, you sly devil. That was impressive commitment to a bit. I'm just glad no one tried to dive a stake through your heart.
I wish they did.
Next, we have Sarah in Texas. Sarah writes,
I have a secret addiction to watching cat videos on YouTube. I can't stop. It's like catnip for me. Aha, aha, drugs.
That's... Well, Sarah, I think you're in good company. Who doesn't love a good cat video? They're perfect. They're the perfect pick-me-up on a bad day. And finally, we have confession from Jake in California. Jake writes,
I once accidentally superglued my hand to my face. I was trying to fix a broken mug and didn't realize the glue was still on my fingers, and I scratched my nose.
Oh, Jake. That's a silly situation. That's
a stick situation.
Yeah. If I had ever heard one, I hope you were able to get yourself unstuck without too much trouble. Well, folks, that's all the time we have today for the episode of Weird Confessions. Thank you for all of our listeners for sending in your hilarious, bizarre confessions. And remember, if we have any weird confessions of your own, send it and we may just be featured on the next episode. Until then, keep it weird. With...
Hey, editing Jeffrey here. Audio got weird in the middle of the podcast, so I'm gonna play my stuff and then Rhett's. Yeah, we recorded different things. I don't know. That's a sticky situation. You said silly. I think he died. Okay, podcast is over, guys. He's dead. Wait, I was thinking that would... Oh. You good? I think bro actually died. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. Oh, never mind. You good? Your stream is frozen. Oh, wait, never mind. Can you hear me? I'll take the frozen silence as a no. Oh.
Two hosts. We'll take turns. I think I confused ChatGPT.
Your stream.
Oh, an error. Either your internet request or regenerate response. Oh, welcome to the Confession Confab podcast. I'm your host, Molly, and joining me today is my co-host, Tom.
You're Molly.
I know, you're Tom.
Let's go. I'm excited to be here today. We're doing
We have
scripts.
some truly bizarre and hilarious confessions to share with you all today. First up, we have a confession from Jenny in New York. Jenny writes, I have a secret addiction to putting ketchup on everything, including ice cream. I know it's weird, but I can't help myself. Tom.
Wow, Jenny. I love ketchup as much as the next person, but ice cream? That's actually level.
Yeah.
Oh my,
Oh, we have to say, you have to say Tom, okay? I'm going to say Molly. Yeah, I think we might need to stage an intervention for Jenny. Moving on, we have a confession from Mike in California. Mike writes, I once accidentally joined a cult thinking it was a yoga class. It took me 3 days to realize my mistake.
Oh my.
You gotta say
That's a
Tom.
valid confession.
You gotta say Tom.
You said Florida, or you said California instead of Florida. You have to speak right too.
I'll try. Yes, I hope. Let's hope so. And last but not least, we have a confession from Tinya in Texas. Tinya writes, I have a phobia of bananas. I can't be in the same room with one without freaking out.
That's banana. Oh, wait. Tom, really? Bananas? That's a new one for me. You know, that, it seems pretty bananas, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm so funny. I'm so funny.
The things. Molly, hey, we have all our quirks. Maybe we should send Tanya some banana-free recipes.
Bananas are great. I will poison her.
Oh.
The script doesn't say that. Tom, good idea, Molly. Well, folks, that's the time we have for today's Confession Confab podcast. Thank you to all the listeners sending your weird and wonderful confessions. Keep them coming in. We'll see you next time when I'm not here anymore. I'm kill myself. I'm just kidding.
Two hosts and podcast funny.
You're wrong.
Oh.
Something went wrong. If this issue persists, please contact us through our help center at help.openai.com. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
No.
Hopefully.
What
What is happening? Okay. New chat. Oh no. My ChatGPT just broke.
Well, why would you break it?
Silly story about
do silly stories with the
my
cheddar and cheese pot.
GPT. Did you see that?
Yeah, bro said nah. Right? Silly stories with the. I almost said sleep deprived. That's not us. Go watch the podcast. It's good. Go watch it. So we're promoting sleep deprived. Okay, right. Silly stories with cheddar and cheese podcast.
Cheddar.
It says silly story.
Cheese.
Ches.
Stories with cheddar cheese. Podcast where
I'm a rat,
I'm
y'all.
your
Random.
host, and
This is the sleep deprived. Oh, sorry.
Jeffrey is our co-host.
ASMR eating. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just kidding. I'm doing it.
No.
I'm sorry. I might not be actually.
Welcome to our cheesy show where we talk about all the things cheddar cheese products.
Cheddar and cheese products.
Let me fix this.
Podcat. Cact. Podcact.
Save and submit.
With the Cheddar and Cheese Podcast.
Welcome to the Cheddar Cheese
Oh, wait.
Podcast, where we talk about all things cheese. I'm your host, ChatGPT, and joining me, as always, my co-host, Jeffrey the Rat.
Let's go. Get out of here. You don't deserve to exist. Okay.
Today we've got a silly story for you about the cheddar cheese and... No, I'm not reading this.
Charlie Slimesicle. Wait, Charlie Slimesicle is
I'm
dead.
actually Chuckles. I'm not ChatGPT.
Chuckles McGee.
I am Chuckles.
My father.
let's read.
We're just blatantly ripping off Sleep Deprived now.
Let's
Go through all your stuff. Let's go through all your stuff on here. From the bottom up. We'll read all of it.
Surviving.
No, wait, no. Let's start with flat Earth is a myth.
Why is the Earth flat? The idea of the Earth is it just tells me that the Earth isn't flat. It's kind of boring. Life's purpose. I'm sorry, AI language model. I don't have the phone number or ability to send videos. Is there anything else? Alright. Oh my.
You should
Oh, let's go.
write a comedy podcast script. Okay.
Welcome to our comedy podcast. Today we're talking about some of the weirdest things we've encountered in our lives. Let's start with our first guest, John.
Hi guys. So I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a man with a parrot on it. The parrot started talking to me and said, "Hey buddy, what's funny? You're bald." I was so shocked and offended. I mean, who knew parrots could be so mean?
Wow, that's hilarious.
That night I cried. I cried myself because a parrot called me bald.
Wow, that's hilarious. What did you say back to the parrot?
Well, I told him, at least I'm not a bird with a beak that looks like a banana. That's a callback.
Laughter.
Laughter here. We'll fix that in post. We're not editing this. Okay,
Yeah.
it's fair.
Nice comeback, John. Our next guest is Sarah. What's the weirdest thing you've encountered?
Can I be Sarah too?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna start like doing a high pitched voice, but then my voice would just turn out. It would be like that, which no one wants to hear. So I'm just gonna not.
Okay.
Hi everyone. No, I'll talk in the Chills voice. You ready?
Yeah.
Hi everyone. So I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw a woman buy 50 boxes of cereal. I asked her why she needed so much cereal. She said, "I have 50 kids at home." I mean, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Who has 50 kids these days?
That's insane. Did you ask her
still
how she manages to take care of those kids?
No. I was too afraid to ask. Who knows what kind of superpowers she has to manage all those? Why is she buying 50 boxes of cereal with 50 kids? Shouldn't be like
Laughter.
10. I don't think one child eats an entire box of cereal.
In one day. She goes to the store every day.
Yeah. I don't know how your family keeps up with 11.
I don't know either. Well, our final guest is Mike. Mike, what's the weirdest thing you've encountered?
I'm Mike, and the weirdest thing I've encountered was my I'm just kidding. Hi guys.
Everybody.
So I was on a date the other day. That doesn't happen in real life with me. And I actually spilled red wine on my white shirt. I was so embarrassed and I didn't know what to do. So I asked my date if she had any advice. She said, "Just take off your shirt and I'll lick it off."
Laughter.
Insert
Wow.
laughter here.
Insert laughter here. Uh, oh wow! Did you take her up on that offer?
Yes. No, I lost my only shirt. Okay. No, I didn't. I mean, who knows what crazy thing she might have. Can I be Mike like in real life?
Insert laughter here. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you to our guests for sharing their weird encounters with us. Tune in next time for more hilarious stories. Closing music.
Insert dream speedrun music here. We're gonna speedrun the comedy song about three forks.
Yep.
You gotta sing that right now. Here, I'll give you a beat. You ready? Ready? Here's your beat.
Three forks. Sitting in the drawer. One's got a bit prong, one's a little more. But they all work just fine as long as you don't mind you eating with a little extra style. Three forks. A set that's all its own. They're not silver, or gold, but they'll keep you out. They'll help you get the job done. Three forks. It's a little quirky, it's true, but they'll bring a smile to your face just like they do for me and you. Let
me do this first. Okay, first. Sometimes we have guests, they ask for a knife and spoon, but we say, "Sorry, friends." They look at us with confusion, wondering what they'll do, but then they pick up those three forks and realize it's true. They pick up all three forks at once with four hands.
Three forks. Three forks.
A set that's all its own. Okay. Silver or gold, or they'll keep you the job done. I can't. Oh my god.
They'll help you get the job done. Three forks. It's a little quirky, it's true, but they'll bring a smile to your face just like they do for me and you. Some people say, why not get some more? But we know in our hearts we don't need nothing more. These three forks, they're all we need to eat our food with glee. And if anyone doesn't like it, well, that's just their defeat. Three forks. It's a set that's all their own. They're not silver or gold, but they'll help you get the job done. Three forks. A little quirky, it's true, but they'll help bring a smile to your face just like they do for me and you. Outro. So if you ever at our house and see the three forks for yourself, don't be afraid to pick them up and put them in your shelf. They may not be fancy, but they'll get the job done. Three forks. They're a set that's all their own.
I have a screenshot I'm gonna send you. Ready? Are we gonna have to put the screenshot? If we're talking about the screenshot, are we gonna have to put it on screen for?
So we are gonna have to edit this. What is corn dog?
Are you still crying?
Corn dog? What?
Yes, you made it. It says corn dog 005.
I actually delete it. Anyway, you guys wanna? Yeah, not you guys. Yeah, every. I almost said poor person. Only poor people can listen to this podcast. I know that the only guy. I'm having a stroke.
You want to read Buttermilk Squash eaten by Shrek?
No. Wait, how many? Write it. Make it write a 2-character story. Read it.
Wait. I gotta show you this. Ready? In the swampy land of far, far away, there lived a green ogre named Shrek. He was known for his love of mud, his grumpy demeanor, and his unusual taste in food. One day, Shrek stumbled upon a farmer's market and saw something he'd never seen before, a buttermilk squash. Intrigued by its strange name and unique appearance, he decided to give it a try. Smells interesting. Without hesitation, Shrek took a bite of the buttermilk squash. At first, he was hesitant, but the flavors hit his tongue and he was hooked. Smiling. Insert smiling here.
Insert smiling.
Wow, this is amazing. The sweetness of the squash combined with the tang of the buttermilk, it's perfect. From that day on, Shrek couldn't get enough of buttermilk squash. He ate it in every way imaginable, roasted, mashed, and even in a pie. Shrek's love of buttermilk squash didn't go unnoticed by the villagers. They were both impressed and disturbed by his unusual taste in food.
He's an ogre, what do you expect?
Did you hear about Shrek? He's been eating buttermilk squash like it's going out of style. Insert shuddering here, whatever that means. Ew, gross. I can't imagine eating something like that. But for Shrek, there was nothing better than a big bowl of mashed buttermilk squash. After a long day of swamp dwelling, Shrek licking his lips. Nothing beats the taste of buttermilk squash. Maybe I'll even try growing some of my own. And with that, Shrek set out to start his own buttermilk squash farm, becoming the biggest buttermilk squash, I don't know how to pronounce that, in all of far, far away. Closing music. Okay.
It's a motto.
Jeffrey, I don't think we have any more time for the podcast. I think we're gonna have to end it here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do the outro. You ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna do the outro. So the outro is goodbye, everyone. That was the Cheddar and Cheese podcast. Don't eat purple paint. It doesn't taste like olives. Don't kill people.
Goodbye.
Bye. Again, editor Jeffrey, if you made it to the end of the podcast, nice. Sorry for all the audio mistakes. We're gonna work on that.